Hey, it's time now for Coffee Club. Coffee Club on a Friday morning with Jesse and Josh. We have extra special guests in the studio here today, so we're going to start off with that. Giles is here this morning. Giles Bowman from Redwell County Fair, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And
good morning.
So, well, good morning, and thanks for being here. Tell us now, how long you been in McCook here?
I've been in McCook here for about a year and a half now. I've been at the fairgrounds since a year ago, January.
Okay. And so we hired you and then had a pandemic, so you didn't get to have a fair.
Well, yeah, I did a lot of phone calling for, no, you can't become, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. But it's glad to be back going. Everything's back up and running, and things are popping.
All right. So we're excited about this year's Redwell County Fair, and we're going to get right to it. For those that are watching on Coffee Club on our Coyote Country Facebook page, we do have some of these tickets we're going to give away. Tell us, this has been kind of the hot deal all week with the Redwell County Fair, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. The All-Access Pass, I came up with it this year. I thought, why not give everybody the opportunity to go to every event for a really discounted price? It's so far, it's gone really well. We've sold quite a few. We've got a lot of advertising going on right now. So it gets you into all events, both rodeos, the Derby, and the concert for $35.
Yeah, and you guys are excited this year, the Demolition Derby. You signed a new contract with a new provider for the Demolition Derby.
Jordan Dowie and Reckless Promotions will be here this year for the Demo Derby. We're excited about that. They actually have a series that we bought into also, so hopefully that'll bring a lot of new vehicles into the arena this year.
So then, of course, you got both rodeos and the concerts. Talk rodeo next. McCook in Southwest Nebraska. This is a special rodeo, isn't it?
Yes, it is. In 2010, we were the NSRA Rodeo of the Year. They put on a very, very good rodeo. We actually got to have the rodeo last year. It was the only thing that I actually got to be involved in for fair last year, along with the 4-H. So very, very good stock and very good production.
All right. Let's talk about concerts. This is the other big one. Everybody was so excited to see Diamond Rio here, and you guys were able to extend that contract back to this year.
Yes, contract was extended. We had a few calls. Old tickets that were purchased are still good. Mm-hmm. Make sure you don't throw them away. And Whiskey Bent opening for them. I think it ought to be a very good time. Very good time.
Is it time for us to announce the extra special thing that we got going on?
I think we can. I mean, we have the guy. We have the guy in studio.
The guy is here, right? So on Wednesday night at the Redwell County Fair, for some, this will be our 19th year now that we've had the Coyote Country Music Showdown. It's presented by Viera Wireless, and so Wednesday night, that'll be Wednesday night of the fair, and I know that's always a special night for you guys too at the fair.
Yep. It'll be a very good time. That seems to be. I haven't got to see the showdown yet, but
you've seen pictures.
From what I've seen for pictures and everything, it's a very big deal at the fair.
All right. So then you've extended an extra special opportunity for one of our showdown entertainers later on in the fair. Correct.
The overall showcase winner will actually get to open for Whiskey Bent, and it ought to be a good time, and hope everybody can come out and support that person or people.
All right. There you go. So if you want to enter into our Coyote Country Music Showdown, we'll have some entry opportunities for that coming up here very, very soon. So just keep watching for that. All right. Let's see. Also, we have Jeff. Jeff's in here this morning. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. I know that you guys got a new challenge underway, and you're doing a bracket. Jeff from Anytime Fitness. Did Josh and I make the first round of the challenge?
We're still getting the way in. So far, you guys are looking good.
Okay.
So and we got a total of 26 teams for the Swim Down Challenge, and we're working on the Battle of the Bazes, anywhere from 6 to 8 teams. We're working on trying to get another team in.
Okay.
I heard through the grapevine that Jeff was actually going to be part of the challenge too.
Oh, really? Is that true?
Yeah. So possibly. The sheriff guy that was supposed to come in and weigh in, he hadn't came in and weighed in. So we're trying to, if we can get one more person, then I will volunteer.
You'll jump in. Look at that.
Yeah. The general manager, Jennifer, she is on the firefighter side.
Okay.
So I got to get in on the police department side to help them out. So,
I see that.
you know.
All right. Well, we got Coffee Club going here from 105.3 Coyote Country and the Snooze Busters. Switch gears here a little bit. First up, time to announce our weekend poll. Allie's here. What do we have for a weekend poll this weekend?
Our weekend poll, I actually really like this one. Our weekend poll this week is, what is an adult problem that nobody prepared you for?
Oh, that's a good question, too.
Our example was fruits and vegetables go bad a lot faster when you're the one paying for them.
That is very true.
Something about an avocado. You can never have an avocado, that it's not ripe in the store. You don't want to buy it ripe in the store because it'd be done by the time you get it home.
See, those are things I wasn't taught growing up.
Right. All right. If you want to chime in, there's a few different ways you can do that. You can post some comments below on our coffee club. We've got a few people listen. I know somebody from Lincoln, somebody from St. Louis that listens.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we've got listeners all over the place, and comment on our coffee club post right here on our Coyote page, or you can comment on the Snooze Buster post itself.
Okay. All right. So, Josh, what was an adult problem that nobody prepared you for?
Whole wheat bread.
What's
Just
wrong
the
with
bread in
What's
general.
wrong with whole wheat bread?
I mean, because growing up, we had the uncrusted, sandwiches. And then now that I'm 30, it's like the only thing we have is 9-grain, tar wax.
Does your wife not cut off all
She
the
doesn't
edges?
cut my edges off. And that's the stuff that has like the oats and the pine needles and
Yeah.
all that fancy stuff on there. I'm like, what happened to good old a slice of Texas white bread?
Oh, by the way, the Bruno's listening up in Minnesota also. I don't know what adult problem they have that they weren't prepared for.
Bryce from St. Louis, she chimed in. She said all of it. All of adulthood.
Adulting as a whole.
Adult. Yeah, that's very true. That's rough.
All right, Giles. I know we sent the questions out yesterday, and you don't like my questions.
It was a tough deal. I was thinking adulting and due to having a new baby in the house, that's pretty much what I was not prepared for. The lack of sleep, the all hours of the night.
Oh yeah,
being there with her. So I don't think that prepared me very well for that.
That's coffee for you. That's what coffee's supposed to do.
All right, Jeff. What adult problem did nobody prepare you for?
That I'm kind of with Giles. It's kind of a tough question because you kind of have to okay, well, there's quite a few of them. So I would have to say my top is, the missing socks after you do laundry.
The missing socks. Amy from Minnesota says adult problem dealing with teenagers as children.
Teenagers as children?
Exactly.
Okay.
Isn't she a teacher?
She is. Well, yeah. She is a teacher, and so that does make a lot of sense.
She really could have helped us. You should ask her if she knows what the quadratic formula is.
Oh, that was a bit yesterday.
Yeah.
Giles, do you know what the quadratic formula is?
The clip is a little bit.
Did you know what it was?
No, I don't remember.
There's a song.
Do we need to perform again? Is there an encore coming up,
the
Josh?
Yeah, I think we need an encore.
Encore.
I could definitely say encore.
All right. Do the song.
You ready?
Yeah.
X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b
of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
I really wanted to get to the 2a real. And that is that we found that's to find the curve of the parabola.
The
What is it?
The parabola, or
Parabola.
that's what you were calling it? Yeah.
Is it a pendulum swing finding curve thing?
Sure.
Just the curve. It could be an upward curve, a downward curve, just a
Sideward curve.
See the
Just
things you learn here,
So,
Giles?
is that something you use every day?
Every day we use that.
All right.
All right.
And I use it to whenever I drop a piece of paper on the floor and I go,
There you go.
how much curve is that going to take for me to bend over and pick that up?
So, Jesse, did you answer your adult problem?
No. I'm going to save that for late in the show.
Ah.
Okay. But what adult problem did nobody prepare you for? That is our weekend poll. You can go to the Snooze Buster Facebook page and put yours under there, or you can put a comment under here and we'll add it in also. So we're going to play some music here on 105.3 Coyote Country on our Coyote Country Facebook page. We're going to continue on with some little fun on Coffee Club. So here we go, 105.3 Coyote Country and the Snooze Busters. Good morning. All right, here we go. Continuing on with the Coffee Club.
I got to go make coffee.
You got to go make coffee?
Coffee for the coffee club.
We don't have enough coffee? See, that's why I get here early and make lots of coffee.
No. You get here early. You ruin the coffee. Do we need to
No.
recap last week?
This week I made some Cold Crate coffee, and I made it.
You made this one?
Did you try it?
It's
Is
not
it okay?
bad. It's okay.
Today was pajama day, and I'm impressed that nobody wore pajamas.
I didn't get that memo.
I wasn't included on that either.
We
so.
National Pajama Day.
We did not send that memo because I was concerned about what would happen. Yeah, it was weird because, Josh, he shows up here early this morning in nothing but boxers. I look over there, see something that resembles a baby bird, and I said, you go put some clothes on.
Are you sure you actually
I
went
think
home?
he feels violated.
HR wants to talk to you so bad.
Hey, that wasn't on the air. That was just on, Facebook. So,
Doesn't matter.
all right. Anyway,
It's out there.
it is National Pajama Day. All right, dictionary word or imaginary word. So I'm going to give you a word. You tell me whether it's a dictionary word or an imaginary word. Okay, you all can play.
All right.
First one is menacious.
That's a dictionary word.
Okay, what is use it in a sentence?
Isn't there a reps? Oh, no, it's bodacious.
That's bodacious.
Never mind. Made up word.
No, it's a dictionary word, actually.
Bodacious
Menacious,
is
a
a
dictionary
made-up
word. It
word.
means threatening or menacing.
Ooh.
Okay. Epocinus.
Nah, that's a made up word.
That's a made-up word.
What?
I'm going to be poking this
I'd
you
say
in the
that's
eye.
a dictionary word.
It is an imaginary word. Grogram.
Made up.
What do you say, Jeff?
Made up.
Made up?
Made up.
Allie?
I'm gonna go with real.
Real word? Okay.
I'm gonna have to say made up.
Grogram is a dictionary word. It's a kind of coarse stuff made of silk and mohair.
Sounds like the perfect pajama bottoms.
So is that kind of like Motown style?
Yeah.
I don't think so. How about torfligonous?
Oh,
It should be real.
yeah. That's a made up word. That sounds like something. That's a Harry Potter spell right there.
Torfligonous?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
So there I was. I was about to do my jump shot, and out of nowhere, I torfligonous.
You did.
You did do that with your finger.
It's a messed up phalange. I don't know if you can. I don't
You
know if
tore
can-
something for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot smaller than it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was quite the sausage yesterday. My finger was, and
Let's just say I would have been glad you weren't my doctor.
so for it was kind of went out and up, and then my finger was all messed up and it was dislocated. We were playing basketball. And so I reach over to the closest person to me. It was some high school kid, and I yell, "Pull my finger! Pull my finger!" And of course he's thinking I'm the old dad, uncle, grandpa guy. Pull my finger, but no, it was dislocated, and so he barely tugs on it, and of course didn't relodge it. So I just said, "No, pull it!" And he finally did. Got back into place, and now it's just
The
purple.
The thing that I picked up out of that story is, the high school kid thought he was an old guy.
Right, he is an old guy.
Until I walked right past him and did not dunk it.
And dropped a tray on this 6'7" kid.
He is probably six.
He's probably
6'4", 6'5", probably somewhere here. All right. Torfligonous is an imaginary word. Got one more for you. Decalcomanious.
Decalcomania.
Yeah, she said it a lot closer.
Decalcomania.
No, there's not mania.
Yes, it is, according to the pronunciation.
No,
The UH is Jesse.
Decalcomania.
No, the pronunciation says Maine.
Yeah, that's right. Do you? That's how you know you're old. Pull my finger, dude.
Decalcomania.
It is mania.
Yeah, woo!
It's so hurt when I clapped.
That's an actual word.
It's a dictionary word. And the dictionary word is a process in
Hello,
printing.
you're on Coffee Club.
Process in printing which permits the transfer of the ink.
Yes, I do need those briskets set out. Just 2 of the briskets, please.
Hey, we're doing live stuff.
Thank you so
He's
much.
preparing meat for your special
I
event.
probably should have, but we're at Coffee Club right now.
Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Dars.
Hi, Darcy.
Everybody says hi.
Hi.
Okay, we got 20 seconds. We got to do some live stuff here. On the air stuff. Wow. Is this anything what you expected it would be?
I had no idea. I'm a little more relaxed. I had no idea what I was walking into.
It's 105.3 Coyote Country and the Snooze Busters. Jesse, Josh, Allie, Giles, and Jeff all here. We're having some fun. If you want to see the mayhem, you can go to our Facebook page on Coyote Country as Coffee Club continues on live there. It's 7:21. We have a temperature of 32 degrees, and we're getting ready for the local news, local sports, which is next. What do you got for us today, Josh?
Well, in news action, we talk more about the tax receipts that were collected for the state of Nebraska, where we are projected higher than what we were supposed to be.
All right. That means people are spending money.
It means, yeah, we're making money.
It's good. It's good news. It's good news. Seth has the latest in sports. We were supposed to have softball yesterday, but they were concerned about the weather, so we had it on Tuesday.
Ooh, and it was a game.
Yeah. McCook had the bats a swinging, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. That first game, they won 8-0, and so it was the run rule, 8 after 5. And then the second game, they 7 after 1 inning. They ended with 19-0 after 5 innings.
Allie and I were snapping back and forth a little bit. I'm like, 15 after 2, is that a thing?
15 after 3 is what you said, and guess what? They made it.
Did they really?
They did.
Oh, wow. All right. So we have some details on the next sport outings. So
That's what happened when they do conditioning with us down at Anytime Fitness.
There you go. There you go. Look at that shameless plug. All right. News, sports, and a forecast. That's all next year from 105.3 Coyote Country. Outside, some light snow, fog, mist, and 32 degrees.
The Nebraska baseball team will hit the road this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for a 3-game series at Penn State.
Grand Island native kicks and deals the next one to Bednar. Swing and a miss. Everin will throw it to first to complete the strikeout. He does. It's a new career high in strikeouts for Shanneman. He has K'd 11 Terrapins here today.
Friday's coverage begins at 4:30. Saturday's coverage starts at 11:30 a.m., with Sunday's coverage beginning at 9:30 a.m. Nebraska baseball, 3-game series, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Penn State. Live from 93.9 The Zone and online 93.9thezone.com.
Everyone. All right, here we go. Here is the next segment in our coffee club here this morning. All right, coffee club. So, what food? Let me try. What food scarred you for life?
I've got this one.
Liver and onions,
Why?
because we used to have to eat it all the time. And so now I won't even look at it.
Really?
Yes.
I like a good liver and onions, though.
Your gout don't.
No. Is that another old comment?
Well,
Actually, since I've lost some weight, I haven't had much trouble with the gout. So
well,
much.
have some liver and onions this weekend and you tell me.
Check it out, right? All right. Giles, what food scarred you for life?
I think pickled heart.
Ooh.
Grandpa used to make that every year during deer season, and it's just kind of ingrained in your olfactories. It's ingrained in everything.
It didn't taste like chicken?
No, didn't taste like chicken.
It was fishing bait.
Was it straight from the jar?
It was straight from the jar.
Oh.
Pickled heart.
You slice it off and eat it on a cracker, or do you just
They
take a bite?
sliced it off, made sandwiches out of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm out. Yep, I think I'd rather have liver and onions.
All right, Jeff, you're up. What food scarred you for life?
Now, most of my family will get this one, but goulash.
Oh, I love goulash.
I like goulash. What's wrong with the goulash?
No, okay, so I actually eat goulash now, but there for a long time, my brother and I both could not eat goulash because my mom would make it so much as a kid. You know, it's like my dad's favorite meal. So we had it like, I swear it feels like we had it like 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, man.
So
I've had it twice this week.
Well, careful, you're scarring yourself.
Yeah.
So we joke around with Mom a lot about that. It's like, yeah, at least it's not goulash.
All right. Allie?
All right, I've got 3.
3? I knew.
Somebody's a picky eater.
I knew of 2 of them.
Yes, well, I thought of a third one that I actually didn't eat for 3 months. I had a nightmare about blueberry muffins. Long story, not going to get into details. Didn't touch a blueberry muffin for 3 months. So that was 1. 2, I was actually physically scarred, probably, by a taco shell. It got stuck in my throat, couldn't breathe. It was bad. I don't do hard shell tacos anymore. I am scarred for life by that. And my third one is Klondike bars. I would do absolutely nothing for a Klondike bar.
So we had a station get together about a month ago, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And I bought some Reese's Klondike bars. Those are pretty delicious. And we tried to peer pressure her so hard, so bad, into just trying them because they're delicious. And so what's wrong with the Klondike bar?
Well, I got sick, and it probably had nothing to do with the Klondike bar because it was a weekend where everybody was getting sick, and I was really young. But I got sick on the way home from Denver, and dairy's not fun a second time. So
Yeah.
I don't do Klondike bars anymore.
Cornbread.
Cornbread?
Yep.
You can't do cornbread? There's
can,
nothing better than hot cornbread right out of Mama's
With
oven.
butter.
Yeah, but
I agree.
Question.
It goes down a lot better.
Cornbread, are you a maple syrup or a honey on the cornbread?
Honey.
Honey?
I don't do cornbread. Sorry.
You don't do cornbread?
Just butter.
Just butter?
Jalapeno and cheddar cornbread. That's the only one that I'll eat.
Really? So what's wrong with the cornbread?
I got sick on it when I was a kid, and needless to say that is not fun. It's kind of like Allie's Klondike bar.
So I'm going to take you up into the Sandhills in Nebraska. I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and up in the Sandhills, the old Heisel Ranch, and they cook everything. When they take the beef to the processor and then bring it back. So yeah, you'd have the liver and onions and things like that. One night, they brought out cow tongue. Put it in like a roast. And once I found out what it was, I'm like, no, I can't eat something that can taste me back.
Okay, but
That's weird to think about.
did they scrape off the buds?
I don't remember. I did.
Because like if you boil it and then you take the skin off that, and then you slice that up and make some tongue tacos, that's good.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard tongue tacos are good, but
Yeah.
it's probably not something that I'm going to run out and try.
No, probably not. So if you want to play along,
I literally seen you take a burrito off the floor the other day, but you won't.
I did not.
You won't eat a tongue.
Wait, when did I take a burrito off the floor?
It's probably happened.
Probably.
It's probably happened. You just assume it would happen.
I would just assume that if you dropped a burrito on the floor, you would pick.
You would.
No,
You 100% would.
I have seen you do
you
that.
got the 5-second rule, or maybe 3-second rule, depending on where you're at.
When we dropped the burrito out of the toaster oven like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I probably did.
Don't be ashamed. You saved food.
All right, next on the list here. What's your simple pleasure in life?
Well, it's not a simple process, but I guess everybody priority.
No, your simple pleasure. Let me give you a few hints here.
All right.
2,000 adults were asked to share their favorite simple pleasure. Here are some examples. Like 1, feeling the sun on your face. Okay.
That makes me sneeze.
What about the coffee?
Huh? Coffee's a simple pleasure. Yeah. Good coffee. Sleeping in a freshly made bed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these new sheets we got. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A nice dinner, being in the country or the woods, seeing flowers and trees blossom, listening to a favorite song, long walks, going on the beach.
Nope. Pass on that.
I like how those are two separate ones on the list.
They are. Hearing nothing but birds tweeting.
Nope.
Why?
Birds tweeting, shell should be thrown.
Need more lead down range.
I will have to agree. I will have to say I do. Every winter when I start hearing the birds chirp first thing in the morning, I know spring's just coming right around. So I do appreciate that.
Or a foot of snow.
Yeah,
Well, that happens.
It depends.
That's Nebraska.
Yeah.
75-degree weather one day and 2 feet of snow the next day.
Exactly.
Here's a good one. Cake.
Cake?
Cake.
I'm not a cake person.
Cake.
You ever tried baking a cake? That ain't simple.
That's a simple pleasure.
Well, I think they're just talking about eating it, not baking it.
Well, if,
How
if you
about
gotta
how about finding money in a pocket of a coat that you haven't worn for a while?
Things past me.
A roaring fire.
eat it. Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Fire, s'mores. Fire.
All right,
good.
did you guys give yours? What's your simple pleasure?
I don't know. I mean, my simple pleasure would probably be barbecuing. I like going outside when it's dark, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and seeing the glow of the fire and sitting down and having a cup of coffee.
That is good. Giles?
My simple pleasure would just be that nice smell you get when you walk up to your horse to catch it. I like the
Manure?
smell of
It
horses.
depends which
No,
side
not-
of the horse you walk up.
Wrong end, Josh. Wrong end.
Because
You walk to the front, not the back.
yeah, otherwise, yeah. All right. Hey, coming up here, we have a special interview this morning. Who's our interviewee?
Our interviewee is Zay Romeo. If you watch The Voice, he is one of the contestants. He's on Team Nick. Go Team Nick.
All right. So we'll have that interview here in actually about a minute and a half. So get ready for our weather forecast. Of course, this hour, the weather forecast is being brought to you by Otis Enterprise. We'll do that. Then the interview with Zay. That's all next on Coffee Club right here on 105.3 Coyote Country.
MyQ app available for most smartphones. For details, contact Otis Enterprises today.
Relax, honey, I got this. Siri, close garage door.
Yes, it's that easy. Don't wait. Call Otis Enterprises today, toll free at 888-507-1024.
All right, here we go. It is our weather forecast. This hour it's being brought to you by Otis Enterprises.
350-2783.
All right, so our high today is going to be about 40 degrees. Slight chance for some rain and snow today, tonight. By slight, I mean 90% chance. Saying 1 to 2 inches of snow is possible here. And then for tonight, 29 degrees. Saturday, mostly cloudy and 49 degrees. Sunday, sunny and 62. Looks like 40s to start the first of the week. Outside right now, light snow, fog and mist, and 32 degrees. Here from 105.3 Coyote Country and the Snooze Busters. Well, Coffee Club continues, and we have a special interview. Allie, who's our interviewee?
Interviewee is Zay Romeo from The Voice. He is Team Nick. He won his battle round earlier last week, I think is when his battle round was. So he is still hanging on.
All right, here we go. You can catch it both live here on Coyote Country and our Facebook Live that's going now also on Coyote Country. Good morning. Hey, it's Coyote Country, 105.3 in the Snooze Buster Morning Program, a coffee club with Jesse, Josh, and Zay from The Voice. How you doing?
I am doing so good. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, they got you on the interview circuit, so it's bang, 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 right? One right after another today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So we'll get right to it. Tell us a little bit about your experience with The Voice. What's it been like, man?
I think the word I would use is shocking. I think it's been the most shocking experience. The things that have happened, the people I've met, it's like the chairs turning. I'm shocked. I'm so grateful and so thankful. Never imagined this for myself, and so for it to be happening, I'm just it's just the craziest thing.
Yeah, and you are Team Nick. How'd you come to make that decision? You mean you had all 4 chairs turned. So when you said, Nick, you're the guy, what was it kind of going through your head at that moment?
Yeah, I actually fully was going to pick Kelly. I was like, there's no doubt in my mind. I was going to be like, if Kelly turns, I'm picking her. I don't care who else turns. I'm picking Kelly. There's nothing else going to change my mind. And when they were all facing me and talking to me, they were all pitching themselves to me. And Nick was very specific with what he said, and he said a lot of specific things about my voice, about me as an artist. He was able to just tell all these things from hearing my voice, and he heard a lot of different influences. And Kelly didn't say too much. She had some cool things to say, but I felt like Nick knew me better. So that's why I ended up going with him.
And I think everybody kind of wants to know, who's a fan of the voice like me, have you used the Nick's notes yet in your notebook?
I have not. There's days where I'm like, I want to write something in it, but I also don't want to ruin it, and I don't want to write something that doesn't mean anything. And so I go back and forth on what I'm going to do with it. I have not figured out what I want to write in it yet. I just kind of look at it at this point.
From The Voice, American Idol, all the different competitions, sometimes you see those rehearsal lines and those audition lines that are miles long. Has it really hit you yet that, you're in this competition and you have a legitimate shot?
Yeah, I think that I feel like it's hit me, but I haven't really had like a crazy reaction. I've like jumped around and been excited, but I haven't had like that, like that screaming, running around reaction, which I fully expected to have the day of live. And I've more just really been humbled by the experience and by the thought that, the coaches thought I was good enough to turn for me, and working with coaches and working with people and meeting all these contestants. And it's just been the most awesome experience. And I would love for it to never end.
That's absolutely. And I know as a worship leader at your church, what is it that you can take from this experience and take back into that setting?
Well, so I think the biggest thing right now for me is my voice has just grown so much. And, because with the voice, it's like practice, 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 practice. And I don't think I've ever practiced this much in my life. And I fully expected going into the show to have songs that were, real laid back and chill. And I'm singing all these like power ballads, and my voice is just growing and growing, and I'm hitting all these notes that I just did not know that I could hit. And so it's just been really cool to see how that has played out. And I know going back into church and going back into leading worship, that I'm going to be able to do these things that I just, wasn't able to do before. And it's going to be really cool, and I know that it's going to allow me to lead in different ways that I hadn't led before as well.
Yeah, when you got the kids that you teach and your church behind you, have they reached out and shown you tons of support? What's that kind of been like?
Yes, they have. So I know that the church I grew up at in McKinney, Texas, they have made T-shirts. They've had these big watch parties, and they've made yard signs and all that cool stuff. And the school has just been the most supportive. They've always been awesome, and the students there, the people there are just awesome people, and they care so much about their teachers, about their kids. And so they've just been the biggest support. They share all my posts. They call me to check on me. They're just awesome. That's
very cool. We're talking with Zay from Team Nick from The Voice. If you had an opportunity to tell somebody that's never watched The Voice before, A, how would you describe it? And B, what would be your pitch to check out the show?
I would say to people that have never watched The Voice, first of all, it's so different than the other singing competitions that are out there. And I feel like The Voice is truly about the voice of the artist and less about the image and the look. And obviously part of it has to be about that because it is a television show. But it's just more about the voice of the artist and the coaches actually working with the artists and growing artists and into these awesome people. And it's really cool because they actually start you from the bottom. So like when you get on stage and the blind auditions, which is where the coaches turn around, they try to put you in your own outfit, your own clothes to start you from the beginning. And then as you grow throughout the show, they elevate outfits, they elevate songs, they stage design, all that kind of stuff. It gets better and better. And so it's truly about the artist. And if you've never watched the show, I definitely would recommend watching it. It's also very entertaining, very funny. It's also about the coaches as well. So they have kind of like, for the coaches, I feel like it's kind of like a reality show. And it's just a fun experience for both the people on the show and the people watching the show.
Yeah, as we get to wrapping up here, I just want to say, like, I'm a big fan of The Voice. I watch it every week, and some of my favorite moments in the show, not only just the performances that you guys have as contestants, but I feel like we need to have like a ring girl from boxing to keep Blake and Nick from each other and all the other coaches as they go at it.
That's good.
Yeah, they're definitely real. They're like brothers, in my opinion. They're like a little family.
Well, Zay, we wish you all the best. Of course, you've been on the show, so we're all Team Zay, not Team Nick. We're Team Zay, all right?
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep. Hey, if you're ever swinging through Nebraska Friday mornings, we've got a thing called Coffee Club. You're an official member now, okay?
Awesome. I'm excited. That's so cool.
All right. Thanks for your time, and best of luck in the Voice this season, all right?
Thank you so much. You have a good rest of your day.
All right, here we go. Coffee Club continues. If you want to be a part of see what's going on, you can go to our Coyote Country's Facebook page here from Hometown Family Radio's Coyote Country. All right, Josh, that was fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun by all.
Fun to be had by all.
If you haven't been paying attention to this season of The Voice, it's been actually a really good season. There's a lot of singers that you're like, why are they going home? They're all fantastic.
All right. So when's the next battle round or whatever?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Yep.
Okay. All right. They did reach out to us, so we're supposed to be able to get another interview from somebody, so we might try to do that next week again, too.
Josh, who's your favorite? Who should we interview?
Oh, man. My favorite singer? He actually went home.
That happens all the time. I think that's why I don't watch it very often, because it always feels like the one that I really want to win.
He was a gritty, like, soulful singer.
What team?
He was on, I believe, Team Kelly. Can't think of what his name is, but yeah, he was really good.
All right. So let me ask you, Allie, we've had some people answer our question.
Yeah, our weekend poll. We've had a few responses, and here's some. No one, this is from Autumn, no one ever told me how pricey dishwasher tablets are or anything that has to do with laundry.
This is true. Adam Wolford, who is a Coffee Club member but couldn't make it today, he sent in, he said, having to follow everyone else around the house shutting off lights.
That's true.
My dad, he always used to do, every time he'd shut off the light, he'd yell at the top of his lungs, "That's $1!" Eventually, he started charging us $1 every time we'd leave a light on when we leave the room. Now with LEDs, it's not quite as bad, but...
And you would probably make your sister pay 75 cents, and all you have to pay is a quarter. With the way your business deals worked out.
Stop. All right. So what's an adult problem nobody else prepared you for? Do you have any others on the list?
On the post, yeah. Tara Jernigan, she says the grocery store is her social outing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's valid. You see everybody there. You have to decide what to make for supper every night and then cook it.
Okay, so mine is actually very similar to that. And I love my wife dearly. But she will come in and look at me and she'll say, what would you like for dinner? What would you like me to make? Uh-oh. And the problem is, I need a multiple guess. You know, if I could have three, I can make spaghetti, I can make a chicken pot pie or the Mexican lasagna. Then I can answer that question. Because there's so many times where I'll say, well, how about we do this? And she's like, well, we don't have the ingredients for this, this, and this. And it's this process of elimination thing, you know?
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Give me choices and I can make a choice, but I'm not going to make the choice.
Give me ABC, and I'll knock that out of the park every day.
If it's meat, I have it. Beef, chicken, pork. That's the decision. We have some kind of vegetable always.
Yeah.
We don't need
and
something fancy, and we're not 5-star dining here.
And then she looks at me and she goes, you're going to put that in a burrito, aren't you? Yes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Speaking of that, I had a burrito the other day with French fries in it.
Ooh.
The California?
Yes.
The California? Yeah, I ordered one of those by accident, and there's French fries. I'm like, ooh, something fell in here. But no, they do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually the best thing come from California.
The California burrito.
The California burrito. All right. Hey, it's 7:45. Going to play a little more music. Got birthdays, anniversaries coming up here pretty quick if you want to get those in.
308-345-5598.
All right, and we'll continue Coffee Club on our Facebook Live. Play some music on 105.3 Coyote Country. Here we go on the Snooze Busters. Good morning.
Country music. We live for it.
It's just the story.
All right, here we go. Continuing on with Coffee Club here.
I do have another adult problem.
What's that?
I have all of this access to what is called adult money because I can spend it on anything that I want to spend it on, even if I don't need it. I have enough dogs, but I have the money to buy more. So this is probably an adult problem that my mom has the same problem. So, yeah, there you go.
Are you buying another dog?
Do you have a dog I could buy?
No,
See, this is the problem.
But I know a guy.
Nick does.
Nick has a dog.
Yeah. He thought there was going to be 8 puppies. Turned out there's going to be 9. There's 9 puppies. And then I tried to get Nick to convince my wife that labs do not shed. And he sat back and he said, if they do, it will only be on the furniture.
There's a Rogers has had a.
Oh, you're not close enough to that mic there, buddy. What?
Rogers has had a litter of Aussie Labradoodles.
Yeah.
Oh, they had Husky Doodles, is what I think they've got.
Husky.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they've got both, but yeah, they just had a litter of Husky Doodles, and they're really adorable.
All right, next one here. What if you won a lifetime supply of the last thing you bought? What do you have a lifetime supply of?
Oh yeah. I got a lifetime supply of briskets.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing at all.
That'd be good.
I'm having to say pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Allie, how about you?
I think the last thing I bought was Runza chicken strips.
Mm-hmm. That'd be all right.
That'd be okay.
I bought some new in-ear monitors. So, lifetime supply. I guess I'm getting new ones every week. That'd be great. That'd be great.